everyone. It is the Cleric in Ashes of Creation, an mmorpg coming from Intrepid Studios. And today, this is what I'm doing. This is the second archetype I'm going for in terms of just first reaction preview and a little bit of maybe analysis or reactions, whatever you want to kind of call this, really. I guess I'm calling it reactions as well at some point in time. But what I want to do is just have a look at it, see what it looks like, see what it could, the potential of it could be. Clerics are interesting. We're going to talk about that in a moment, but what I want to do first is play the trailer. What they've shown us so far is level 1 to 10 skills, and Cleric is touted as like a controller of life, basically of themselves and their teammates, as well as the enemy's life, so curses and stuff like that, which is quite unique. So we'll see what it's like. Let's have a look. Nice. Ashes of Creation. Alpha 1 preview of the Cleric Archetype. It's a cool graphic. I like that. Oh, that's nice. Heals 3 targets, cool. I like these animations, really nice. Kind of looks like a damage ability as well. Maybe it can be used as damage. Oh, that's very Templar. That's very Elder Scrolls Online, that is. A res. Can't do that in Guild Wars 2. I mean, you can, but only if they're downstairs. Just a little heal, I guess. That would probably be a small heal. Interesting. Animation's nice. We'll go into that more in a moment. I like some of these animations. It's very clear kind of what this class is about. It looks like there's some kind of life steal and everything else. So let's go through and have a look exactly what this is about. But yeah, I'm very interested to see how this class kind of evolves, I guess, as well, to a degree over time, and what it looks like for you know, like the healing kind of archetype, which is what Cleric is, I guess. But it's saying here that it's not really your typical kind of healer. So I'm going to read what it says on the wiki, actually, which I found to be very insightful. Whoever is on this wiki is just kicking some absolute massive ass. It's brilliant. In fact, it's very, very, very well looked after. The Cleric, it says here, skills and abilities. So restoration, enhancement, debilitation. Clerics keep their team alive in the fight by bolstering their combat abilities and cursing their enemies. Far from simply supporting their allies through healing, a cleric is also capable of wielding destructive force in the face of danger. I like that, because like you're always like, typical healer, you know, it's kind of your standard thing. You just spam healing and that's it. And there's other games, you know, like Guild Wars 2, Elder Scrolls Online, World of Warcraft even, where people, you know, are buffing their allies now and they're more of a general support character rather than just this healer. So with the other archetypes, so in Ashes of Creation, if you haven't watched the first video that I made, you have a primary archetype and a secondary archetype. And there are like 64 classes you can make in the game depending on which combinations you make. So if your Cleric is your main primary archetype and you mix it with a tank, you are going to be an Apostle. If you are mixing it with a Cleric as your secondary, you're going to be a High Priest. So I'm assuming you're just mainly a healer support character. If you mix it with a Mage, you're going to be an Oracle. If you mix it with a Ranger, you're going to be a Protector. I wonder if that's something like a Druid in Guild Wars 2. or like a warden in Elder Scrolls Online. If you mix it with a bard, you're going to be a scryer. If you mix it with a rogue, you are a shadow disciple, sorry. If you mix it with a summoner, you will be a shaman. And if you do fighter, you're going to be a Templar, which is it's an Elder Scrolls Online class, basically. So that's interesting in itself. And obviously there's a bit of information about those other classes that are made up of cleric archetypes and whatnot, but that's not why we're here. I don't know a massive amount about that yet. I'm still learning my way around the game and everything else, and myself, as I learn, you will learn as well, hopefully, and hopefully we're going to do more of these videos. So let's have a look at the armor is very monk-like. Let's have a look at the actual abilities and whatnot. Kind of like it. I like how they show you the look of the character with armor on first in some of these videos. It's very cool. And then there's like a pet there. I don't know what that is. Looks like a little rabbit thing. Okay, so castigation lashes your target with holy energy, dealing direct damage, provides health regeneration and mana restoration for you and your surrounding allies. So I'm guessing, I don't know if people have heard of this kind of weaving, which is done in Elder Scrolls Online, which used to be done, where you kind of pop a light attack in with your other abilities. I feel like this could be like a main attack where you kind of use this every so often to give yourself like health regeneration and mana restoration. If there's a little buff on you or not, I'm not too sure. Again, still brand new to everything that's in the game, and we'll go through all of that and we'll learn as well. But I feel like this could be like a weaving ability while you're healing, while you're cursing, while you're buffing your party and stuff. But that's what it kind of feels like to me. Now, if they have talked about these in live streams and everything else, you know, cool. And that information, you know, I don't know. So again, this is kind of my reaction. First time seeing this. Literally when I watched this video, it was just then with you right now. So that's what I kind of think about that anyway. Cool animation. I like the whip. Yeah. Dragon Knight in Elder Scrolls Online has that as well. Benedictions. The chain heal that heals onto 3 allies. 3 targets. Pretty self-explanatory, really. It's a heal. I like that kind of beam. It looks cool. It's not too flashy. Not gonna blow your graphics card up. That is flashy though. Look at these little. This looks very cool. This kind of emanating health out of these little, I don't know, beams or little balls that they kind of throw out. Fills the surrounding area with radiant energy, damaging enemies and healing allies. So that's kind of like, I could see that being really useful in PvP as well, as it does both. It does damage and healing. Interested to see how much, you know, impact that is, like damage wise and everything else. But that's cool. I like it. I like the effect as well, you know, this golden kind of light, very priesty, very from World of Warcraft, very Templar-esque as well from Elder Scrolls Online. Not so much Guardian really from Guild Wars 2. I'm trying to think of the healing equivalent in Final Fantasy 14. I don't know actually. Maybe a white mage or something. In terms of looks. This is very javelin-y from Elder Scrolls Online for Templar. Divine Censure. So throws a radiant spear at the target, dealing damage. Anytime the target is attacked, the attacker has a chance to get healed. Oh, okay. Ah. Interesting. Anytime the target is attacked, the attacker has a chance to get healed. Awesome. Okay, so that's like something you'd throw at the boss, actually. Like a boss or a PvP target, or to heal yourself. But also it seems like it's kind of a curse on them, I guess, if that's what that's called. I don't know, because we haven't got a tooltip or anything. But that's kind of what I feel that might be. That's nice, actually. I like the idea of that. But also, Dragon Hunter in Guild Wars 2 has like a similar thing, but it's like a spear that they throw out that's attached to them, and then they can pull them. This is very much more like a mark on a target, which does damage, and then it heals you as you hit that target. So I imagine that's something that healers would use to help, you know, give support to their team as well as doing a bit of extra damage. I like the animation as well. This res animation is beautiful. Like literally like bringing them back up. Not like fancy like hovering in the air or anything, just like stand up. It's kind of cool. I like it. It's a little bit more like, I could say realistic, just a fancy game. But I do like that. I think that looked quite cool. Okay, damnation. So this is, oh, this actually says curse. So curse your target, dealing holy damage over time. Okay, so is damage over time called a curse? I guess so, maybe. Dealing holy damage over time and lowering their damage output. Oh, it's like a double combination. So again, something you'd put on a tank, any target really, they want to take down. Lowering their damage to output as well. And thinking about PvP, like how strong that kind of ability would be, it would be interesting to know what the lowering their damage output is, like a percentage of damage, or is it like a certain number? Like, do you know what I mean? It will obviously be a percentage, but it'd just be interesting to know how impactful they expect these abilities to be later in the game. Nice. I like it though. Nice animation again. Kind of obvious that you've casted it on them. Something on the ground as well. Nice little sign for your allies and whatnot, and for them. If they don't see this debuff on you, I guess, if it's PvP. Devotion, a swift act that heals your target. Simple heal. Looks like a little heal you can pop on yourself or allies and whatnot. This is what looks cool. Exorcism. Holy power rips at your target's spirit. Channeling damage over time. Holy energy blast damages nearby enemies at the end of the channel. Interesting. Looks like you do damage as you're channeling, and then does damage to targets around. That kind of indicator as well. Noticing this is like an AoE kind of indicator. Do you see this splurge? This looks like it's kind of an AoE damage kind of indicator. I'm not sure if that's actually what that is, but it feels like it's like an indicator of like AoE as like the archetypes kind of style, which is quite cool. That looks awesome. Judgment. So holy power crushes your target, dealing direct damage and lowering their damage mitigation. Now the targets, the enemies keep falling on the ground, and I'm not sure that that is a knockdown as well, or if that just means they've killed them and they're trying to make it more impactful for the video. So that's what's something that, you know, it's worth thinking about every time they get knocked down. Is that what actually happens? Probably not. Maybe the javelin, one of the abilities where he throws the spear, I compared it to a Templar in Elder Scrolls Online because that's what happens. You can actually knock someone down if you trade it that way. So yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't think so. It doesn't say that in the actual, I'm going to say call this a tooltip, I guess, in a way, but it doesn't give you all the information I hope it's going to give you. I hope it give you a bit of a little, give you some numbers and whatnot as well. That would be useful. Looks great though. Crushes your target, dealing direct damage and lowering their damage mitigation. Okay, so lowering their defense, basically. I like that. But then generally overall, there you go. It's a pretty nice looking archetype, in all honesty. Level 1 to 10 skills. So, with everything kind of put together, it feels like a very solid healing support class. And I say healing because, you know, I guess I think of it mainly as a healer, but that's not necessarily, you know, its role in all its different classes. When I say class, I mean archetype, because archetype is primary and secondary, and that is your class. So this is an archetype. Just saying that again for me, because I keep calling it a class, but it's an archetype. And you choose one of these 8 archetypes as your main primary, and then you can pick the secondary, and it can be obviously the tank, it can be a mage, a ranger, a bard, a rogue, a summoner, or a fighter. And then you can play your way basically, and you know, whether or not that's in PvE, PvP, and what other modes, dungeons, and what other modes they do have. I would love to see some gameplay of this properly. I want to try and maybe get some gameplay together and do some more editing. As you can see, I've kind of got this YouTube video playing in the background behind me, and I'm kind of talking about it because time is something I don't have a lot of with school and streaming and everything else. But Ashes of Creation is this game which I've been interested in for a very long time. I got to talk to some people from Intrepid a few years back now. It'd be about almost 2.5 years ago, 2018 PAX West. And I got to sit in with the game director and just ask some questions, and probably don't remember me, but they might do. But I got to ask a lot of questions. They're very excited. And the early combat was, you know, they showed us in like an arena game, and it was very, very early. And I wasn't too keen on what I saw, but then I played Apocalypse, which is their like battle royale kind of mode they've kind of shoved out there as well. And that was very fun, very unique in terms of not being a battle royale, but the combat and everything else, having weapons in the hands and different bits of gear, doing different things. I don't know how much has changed. I haven't played it for a long time, but that was very exciting. And I'm just excited for what this game's going to bring. And I feel like Cleric could actually be my primary archetype as well, because I'm that kind of player who likes supporting and buffing my teammates. But mixing it up with something else, what I like the sound of. I like the sound of kind of a shaman or a Templar, but also actually loads of them. Like, what's a Scryer? When you mix like a Templar with a Bard, like what's a Protector? Is that kind of like a, I don't know, Retribution? Is it like a Paladin from WoW? Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to know what all these classes are with the combination of the primary and secondary archetypes. So I may have rambled a little bit in this video. I feel like I did. I'm not going to re-record it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the more gameplay, more reactions from me looking at Ash's creation and the rest of what's coming out in terms of just preview videos, biome previews, which they have a lot of as well. As I know they've had like loads of updates, but I might try and pitch, I don't know, just chuck a load of footage together so we can actually just go through and be like, whoa, what's this? This looks cool. This is just the world and it looks awesome. I might do that. But this is kind of what I want to do. I don't want to do a massive edited video where I'm just like, yeah, you will walk through a world and be amazing and la la la. Not like downplaying those people who do that. That's awesome. And I love watching those videos. But I just want to do it like live reactions, just one shot, boom. There you go. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Take care. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also check out the Patreon if you want to see these videos a little bit earlier than everyone else. Otherwise, stick around, chuck a sub. I would massively appreciate it. It does help a lot. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of these videos. I'd massively appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, evening, morning, night, holiday season, whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.